fancy Scott, and we just had a interesting game. I did just hear Michael going, I kind of owe Rory one because I flushed him as we pushed.
Yeah, I
we
did
saw
wonder what happened. I was
so
like,
he legit thought it was another DA player on the floor and flushed his teammate.
It happens. I mean, it's hard to, you know, those moments you're just trying to go as quick as you can, just kind of sending it in. I get it. I understand. It's why you say they go, sorry.
The shack panic, as it were, as they pile in. But it worked. I mean,
it did.
And I spoke to SKUIJKE and I was like, now please tell me, was that a desperation place to go for the shacks? He said, yeah, but it nearly worked. So, and it did.
Very true.
It did nearly work.
Very true.
I'll give him that. But
almost.
It almost worked out for them. Na'Vi slipping down the table a little bit at the moment. Not the worst performance by any stretch with 7 points from that last match, but they were out on the west side, so it's just kind of chilling as everybody killed themselves in the fields.
Yeah, I would say the one thing recently, when I looked at Na'Vi when they became the strongest that I feel at the start of this season, when they were looking formidable, they looked so good. And I mean, when they first came together, they had this real high push of things. And they won so many games, and they looked very methodical. But I think we're seeing now with teams like N47, TSM coming in, these teams that have like very big fragging power, they're up for the fight. And now Na'Vi can't play that style anymore. They can't just come in a little late.
They can't bully the little teams.
No, they cannot. There is no easy team to push aside. There's no easy entry. And I think that's why we're seeing that slight shift away from the likes of, you know, Liquid's era or Na'Vi's, you know, big stretch of things. Yes, we're seeing a couple of very good teams breaking ahead of the pack. But the problem in my eyes is none of those teams could then, you know, just go crazy on each other, right? None of them could do like a 10-game run of just looking crazy good anymore. Because everyone's good enough.
Well, we've not had anyone pick up, I don't think, 3 wins back to back. We've had a double back to back. NIP did that the other week. FaZe Clan have done it as well, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, we've not had a double back to back. Nip, they're slowly doing the business. Wasn't a great game for them there. FaZe, I mean, I just don't know
what gets you about it.
I don't know. No, it was the player. It was the drive across the field, right? It's just like they weren't the only victim. There was obviously them, the Knights. There was DA got caught out. They literally, it's like the camera's going down them at the moment. All the teams that went down in a blaze of glory go driving across the fields. It was just. It was a harsh circle shift.
It was, and that's the thing. It's like, can I be hypercritical of them? Because I don't think many teams came out of that alive anyway. I guess Reciprocity did get to the south. They did play from the trees, and, you know, it was okay, but it wasn't great. And I don't think there was a good decision to be made there. I think some of these teams are getting... Okay, well, this is just PEL in general in my eyes, is that, you know, we do see teams getting stuck in their ways. We start to see teams not able to push out and play a different brand of PUBG because they're so used to what they're playing against. We saw that at a couple of international tournaments. They just simply weren't quite up to the international caliber of being able to switch off their mentality from playing in the PEL, at least to what I believe. Now, I think we're starting to see a couple of other teams now be able to show that we have versatility in our play style. And one of those teams is TSM. I like how they approach the game today. Up until that last game, hadn't been great for them. They'd been caught in rotations. They'd been picked up early. They wiped Liquid, and then they fell apart. It was one of those hit-miss days, but they come together and they get the win under the belt. And when they do, it looks good.
Big Drayden. He was the last man. Oh, man. N47 were looking all right until then, weren't they? Until Big Drayden strikes. Comes at them with his battle shout, taking them down. Reciprocity, it's been hit and miss for them again, hasn't it? They are on the cusp of relegations again. They will not want to go through that promo grinder once again.
And you feel like when you watch them some weeks, you think, oh, they've got some real...
Yeah.
There's something about it. All right, there it is. Just honing on that.
Game one today.
Right, and then it just fizzles away.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch because I've always liked the concept they run with. I like, you know, how they play, but it isn't easy, and I think I saw a glimpse of the playing path.
Yeah, Desperados, they've been alright so far. Calvin's having a moment.
Someone make a gif. Now, again, I'm so glad we got to see the Speedermon t-shirts. Look at them.
Speedermon, yeah.
Someone wants to make a meme of, you know, the two Spider-Men pointing at each other. Dying in rotations, you know.
Alright, here we go. Final map of the day. Match 65. Not too many to go. Don't forget, the MPL is also on tonight as well. So the first night that is going to be on a Friday night, finishing off their season this weekend as well. Everything building up to the PGC. The Global Championship is going to be taking part in Los Angeles and Oakland. Oakland or San Jose? Oakland. See? Now
Oakland, I think it's TwitchCon at San Jose.
No, it's San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Bloomin' hell. I'm not down with the kids.
This is
looks like a high school party out there. Bloody hell.
I love San Diego, though. It's really nice.
It's a lovely place.
This is a harsh plane path.
It is a bit rude.
We're going to see Nip going into Lebovka. I'm trying to think of any other adjustments, maybe. Obviously, we've seen Navi already bailing out the plane.
Going out early.
Going to go yellows and just go across the river. I think everybody else is going to be okay, though.
Where does N47
CrowCrowd are going to go north.
I guess they go.
That's going to buffer someone. Where will CC go? They're going to go for this compound, just this horrible compound that you can't defend.
The No-Lean town.
Is that what you want to call it? I don't know.
Where was it? Point it again?
Pretty much where they're about to drop.
So basically there was like a weird bug where you couldn't lean in there for so long, and it was just like, why is just this town the problem?
Just this bug, this town.
No one understood, but there we are, right?
And they are. Squeaky's there as well.
Ooh, hello. Might have a little bit of fun.
Well, this is Squeaky's normal loot route, right?
Squeaky's like slowly just drifting away. Look at him on the way. He's like, no.
Hey, what?
Ooh, oh, new circle. Keep going north. Don't give me just south of shooting range. I like that ending.
Range, yeah,
Shush, no.
Yeah.
I want Severny. I want Sigourney Weaver. Get in there.
Severny Weaver. Good lord.
They're putting that back in the cinemas.
Considering the
not Sigourney Weaver.
Alien.
Not just her chilling.
I've lost count of how many aliens there's been, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's the good few.
Oh, the good. Oh, they go right back to Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
But that's been re-released a few times already as well. I'm old enough to know when it came out.
I look like I'm old enough to know when it came out, so don't worry.
Wow.
It's not gone well for me
It's
recently.
been a bad
Last couple of years. All right, well, week I'll take. I was going to give myself years. Let's look at what we have here. So the one fun thing about this, even though it looks like there's a lot of land, there's actually a couple of very divisive? That's not a word. Divisive points on this. Oh. Maybe I need the energy drink soon enough. The fact is the bridges. And the thing with these bridges is they're actually pretty busy on these sort of maps, at least on this sort of circle, in my opinion. You're going to have teams having to fight for them because the terrain above it is actually prime territory. You're going to look at those compounds, currently where kind of DA is. I guess east of DA, I think, is a very strong position. Same with the kind of, I guess, standalone compound just northwest of the... there's a wild Russian in here opening a tin or something.
A white Russian?
No. Wild one. Non-alcoholic beverages here, ladies and gents.
I think we're going to get the alcohols.
We have the virgin cocktails coming out. Enjoy.
It's just a little energy boost. It's what the players use.
There it is. We're RPing.
There we go. CrowCrowd ended up actually in North George. And Team Liquid are in South George.
The reason I quite like going out to these sort of weirder drops, especially when you can see the circle, is that you know that there's no one really coming next to you for a while. Now, the problem is for reciprocity, they might turn up and it's already been kind of taken over. And we all know Ansvar. You know Ansvar. I know Ansvar. He is Ansvar. We love our Ansvar. He observes sometimes. Not all the time. And he will tell you right now, Gemty...
Right now? He wouldn't tell you much. He's in Bangkok.
He's watching. He's probably not. Gemty and Jeems will have the best loot in the game. Right? He is a adamant supporter. Oh, hello.
Of the crates.
That's very crisp, of the crates indeed.
Yeah.
And I used to be that person. I loved the crates. And then they betrayed me several times. I like them because I can just jump around like a little idiot.
I fail the jumps.
That's the
why.
problem. There it is. The point is they have some of the highest, I guess, the highest
loot
amount
percentage.
of loot spawns. So he's a big fan of that. And I like seeing new people try and use it. But yeah, the big thing about that side of things is, for me at least, you shouldn't have too many people going next to you, so you should be able to get a clean rotation. They'll be mostly focused out towards the east, so actually you have a relatively decent way in, and you're already in the circle.
But they are very late moving in comparison to their usual trip. And bearing in mind there is limited areas that they can go to. Nice drive in there, Sixmo. Smooth. Oh, not so good for Monkey. Oh no, oh he's hopped on the back, Oh, it almost worked out, Shiv, it almost worked out. If only Monkey hadn't smashed his vehicle into that tree, you'd have both been able to do it. But instead, no. Car 98. Don't you dare land that shot.
I want rifles to just be OP. Like, not rifles, they're fine.
Bolt
Sniper
action.
rifles, yeah, the old bolt. Just give me the just make them really strong. Just for like one patch, accidentally make them like railguns. Alright, so just get the old permanent marker, dot in the middle of your screen.
So the AWM and to an extent the M24 used to be guaranteed one-shot weapons.
They were nasty little things, weren't they?
Which is great.
I loved them.
But you still can't really flush. That's the ultimate problem with them in a pro scene. It's not about the initial knock, and it's great you could have all the power in the world, but by the time you reloaded, somebody else has stole the kill away, which is why everyone's going with the DMRs. And
let them have the points.
Let them have the point, yeah.
Like, someone be
There's
stylish.
nothing important with points. Who needs those things?
But also, they're a one headshot kind of kill, right? Like, they're the ones that if you just dink them down, you are laughing.
You get the instant kill because it hits that hard. It just there's no knock. It's like a car explosion. It's just a boom.
But there are scenarios where you're sat and you've got like the Mini or the SKS or something, and you're just wishing you had that 24 Car 98 something, because they can be so good at getting you out of scenarios that you're not meant to succeed in. They give you that ability to do the knock, right? Which other guns don't necessarily give you, but still, my pride and joy is dead. And
you still also always have that little, ooh, I landed that shot.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
It's sexy. Everyone loves a bit of sexy PUBG.
Edelweiss, what kind of driving? I mean,
We've got some driving coming here.
Was he feeling he was under threat down on Sosnovka there
Evasive
for a moment?
maneuver.
I must swerve.
It's like my taxi drivers in Germany. Just
oh my god, the Berlin taxi drivers are mental.
Why are they all mad?
They're not. I mean, even Cologne, they're not that. They're not this
here
bad.
we go.
They're still at great. Okay, so Team Liquid are edging their bets on potentially a Western swing with a circle, maybe. I don't know. Are they thinking? Are they thinking for a field finish again here? Zaki ways.
Oh,
miikaz.
Catch out.
miikaz.
Sorry, what? Oh no.
You've allowed Miraku to get it.
You've made a big mess in your bed, haven't you, miikaz? Right now.
That's not gone well.
The nade was atrocious. miikaz, back away. Reset the fight. Back away. Back away and ignore what happened. You've got 20 bullets. And you're sat there shooting at a car. Stop.
He's got 20 bullets. I didn't even notice that. Okay, he's found 30 more. We're good. We're good. And I was like, boys, I may be in trouble.
Nades.
This is a Kameshki almost. What is going on in this game?
Fair to miikaz. Why are they up here?
Why
have they come over? Oh.
That's bounced. He's thrown that hard. It's bounced back on his floor, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, that one did. Oh, no.
Clown fiesta.
Oh,
miikaz.
Oh, miikaz.
That was one of those horror moments, just like, all right, just screw it, I'm jumping out the window. That's a rough one. Right, yeah, I honestly...
Lixie, no helmet in the middle of...
People still on the bridge, by the way.
Seven bridge camping it.
And Raise Your Edge are down there.
Yeah, well, Raise Your Edge can't get across because 7 are bridge camping. Yeah, so this is weird. Now it's Navi's turn. They're about to pass by Team Liquid, but Team Liquid are all in a vehicle. We could be seeing a drive-by moment from Team Liquid. So Navi, there you go. Look, so SIMSY, they're on a bike. So yeah, he's on the bike. So it should be okay. We did just catch a glimpse of Bestlosh having a mare. Okay, so Team Liquid gone plane crash. Okay, that's fine. So that's where.
That's a big pickup, to be fair. That's not a bad pickup at all.
I'm surprised it's open, actually. I know how teams managed to get
that band is very normally heavily favoured, but I feel because there's this much water, maybe the teams feel there's still that shift to the north. Of course, it does have to move away from the river as well, so it's somewhere in that band, but all these teams are very heftily favouring far north here. Look, they're all on the coast.
All right, where are we going? This is the moment. So we're talking about Raise Your Edge. They're still down, going over East Bridge in a moment. But see, it's trying to get you the Zaki fields. It tried.
Is this the best?
It just needed to be the best you're going to get for today.
I'll take it. Now, okay, the one thing I'll say about Liquid is I love them. Don't you 2-2 split right now, please. I bet. Oh, no, it's not even a 2-2. It's a 2-1-1.
Ibi's still coming. Yeah.
Get over there, please. Ibi, you drive like a madman. Put your foot down. Get to your teammates, because they're about to be flooded. This area can house loads of teams, but it then becomes third-party city, and I like the plane crash. I hate playing it, because people can peek into it very easily. It's a very peekable position. 7, and Raise Your Edge. Raise Your Edge are just leaving mini-base.
As you do. There's a long ways to go still. Calvin. Ooh, he's trying with that Car 98. Adventurous, I think it's safe to say. Calder Mentor, actually, who's now in the PEL. I did see he was the man that landed one of those, a Car 98 on a bike. And he meant it. which was
ridiculous, isn't it?
bonkers.
How do we get away with it? Yeah, looking at this, who's got the big compounds? They're believing in the old...
DA have got a bit of a... They've got a 2-2 in shooting range and on the hill. And they're getting away with it.
I guess
N47
teams
are going to come in
might be
behind
able to
them.
allow them this circle. You can't 2-2 into the next. Like, you just can't on this area, I don't think.
Why is this happening in Severny? Why are FaZe and the Knights? What is this? This is a weird game. I'm gonna go out there and say it. This is a weird game.
It is very strange. Misa nade. Gonna buy a couple of seconds.
That was a good nade, actually,
Yeah,
considering the run they were taking.
Yeah, that's good. That bought him a couple of seconds to stay alive, and now he can maybe depend on his teammates to help him out. And we are seeing that James has just gone down.
That was cooked. It was how much was it cooked? It was brilliant.
Good enough.
Oh yes, nice, nice, nice. That takes him down to, yeah, I was about to say, TRYFFELI down low, who has got a nade in his hand. That nade looked like it was good, though. Where did it go?
Oh, it weren't far off, was it? Vard on the run. I'm hearing Molotovs. That's an ambition.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Go on, just keep peeking. It's funny. Okay, so Liquid lost out on one here. Again, being that split apart, we are seeing more nades, more utility. And the support systems come in, but that's very unlucky. That was a very long reach of a nade there.
And did he? He must have bounced it off up the stairs. He did it up the stairs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wizard.
So you're a wizard, Squeaky. Big Tiikzu, though. He's got this covered off. Rustanmar will go down. Tiikzu finds one shot, not the second. That was impressive. So that was communication from footsteps from Misa, because the smoke was there. That's some good comms.
Pretty solid. Misa makes the does the dive. Down he goes.
And Nookie's in the house now.
Where is NOOKIE?
Where was NOOKIE? Oh no, he ain't. He's
he's
way
the
out
other
the back.
side.
Oh, you X-rayed playing tricks of me there.
This is a very weird game, don't worry. I think we're all going to write this one off. We are seeing Rage finally join us. 12 minutes in, they've made it to the circle.
Just on the edge. Still facing the Knights in Severny, having a weird battle. This is a bonkers game.
It feels like a public game.
It does a little.
And I don't mean to be mean, because these players are extremely good.
I feel like I'm back in 2017 qualifiers for Oakland. We've got 20-team lobbies. Nobody really knows what's going on.
I enjoyed those times. Nice little circle here, yeah. So let's look at what this entails. We still see the strong area being Reciprocity, Liquid, G2, but beyond that, that run away from Severny into the into the woods, in towards shooting range is so rough. At this point, you better have vehicles. You better be ready for everything to try and get there. Na'Vi need to get themselves back together and look at their next couple of options. They do have the entirety of that valley that runs up from northern Georgia Pole towards Severny, so they're okay. CrowCrowd readjusted, and we see DA. Nice. DA kind of bring themselves back together as well, because they know there's going to be a lot of pressure from the Severny teams and those that were in the south.
So the Knights have managed to get Reels and Drayden onto the hills, but unfortunately they're just outside N47's range, so N47 might open up on them. Tiikzu's been found, 7 coming in behind CrowCrowd. They were up on that little shelter. Oh no, the ENCE boys that they left as well and managed to get the shots on them. SKUIJKE looking to try and steal that kill away. TSM, oh no, they've ran right into the back of N47, haven't they?
Yep.
Page and Vazku confirming the kill on Michael. It leaves Rory to send south, while Gustav and Iro try and keep them at bay.
This is a bit of a different circle, though. I feel like I haven't had one of these in a while. Kind of a more northern sitting circle. Yeah. Drayden now. There is a lot of these kind of defilades and dips around shooting range.
What's Eivel? He's miles from his team.
Eivel's gone on a run. He's left auto run on, hasn't he? He's off just running in towards the inn.
Num lockdown.
That's the one. Those AFK kicks, they can be killer.
Oh,
T-bone, yeah, that's not good. And now you can see DA just winding things up here, getting very close. I don't think they want to check that far. It might be a little bit too risky just to peek over, but scary times now.
So yeah, FaZe have been able to get out of Severny now because of this. Down south we have Razor Edge, who's still trying to get inside. They're just about to get inside the white circle. It's the first time.
And Bjorn's right next to him too. He's not far off at all. He's got to have seen that.
Will it be Bjorn again? That's the question.
No one enjoyed that. Everyone disliked that.
Sorry. It's just waiting for the energy to kick in. It's coming. It's coming.
We're basically towards the end of the game. He'll wake up for the final circle. We'll leave him to it. FaZe did manage to leave Severny. I like the way they played it late and then took over this hillside. It's a good way to play it. Timing is everything in that aspect because otherwise you have teams shooting you in the back. Very simple stuff. Very nice. Now, did you just drop drink on yourself?
No, there was a really long hair attached to it.
Oh, I see. Delicious. It adds to the flavor. Raise Your Edge and TSM actually. Wait, Gustav's just rocked up on his own. I think Raise Your Edge just at the same time came to this compound.
Oh no,
this is another awkward clash. This is such a weird game going on here.
And GamerLegion are watching this all play out, so they're going to try and third party. So we've seen some dodgy pull-ups today, and that was not the best from TSM. If I'm not, yeah, well.
Who forgot about the open
Raise Your
door?
Edge, by the way, having a great game. They're having a good day with points-wise.
Yep, and they made it in the circle.
That's a bit of revenge for the final circle in the last game.
Yeah, that must feel nice.
Where TSM came out on top. Circle has, again, pulled Team Liquid's way. They're loving life right now.
Yeah, what did Na'Vi and Liquid know that everyone else kind of doesn't right now? They've just been in such good positions on
Let's come
Erangel.
in really late and get this.
Oh, G2 are looking towards Liquid's position though, and I don't know how much G2 know of positioning because I don't think Ibby was under fire just yet, but it could have been Gemty. I'm not sure. This is one of the other ditches that you can play off here just to the western side of shooting range.
Here we go. Big problems. Okay, so we got G2 on the hill, Reciprocity on the hill. Basically, everyone coming out of shooting range is a painted target. DA are going straight towards G2. Sixmo is heading right up there. The ditches, the same ditches is what they want. Sixmo is about to discover them. We're going to see DA veer off to the right in a second. Chris has waited. Look at this. Wait. Tip, tap, 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 tap. NELLOZ finds one. Sixmo goes down. Mert's done as well. And DA will indeed veer off straight towards Team Liquid and Reciprocity.
Oh, God,
we see the Knights going down as well. That's N47 catching them all out as they move down the hills. And everybody, FaZe is doing the same. They're pulling up right onto it. There's the pre-nades coming out. Scoom's trying to get across the side.
Oh, Scoom falls down. Monkey now left on his own. FaZe surrounding. Can he make anything? Do they not know that he's there? FaZe? Did they just forget he was alive? Monkey just gets one for free. Gonna even get a heal off? What is going on here?
There's a lot of third partying going on as well. Down south, we've got Raise Your Edge, GamerLegion, and G2 all clashing with one another on the hills, all trying to make it into the circle. Monkey, oh my god, he's using the same smoke that Aitzy is. And Fuzzface isn't really aware of the positioning. Gemty finds ubah, so that's another FaZe member going down. Monkey sees him, takes Aitzy down. And Fuzzy's saying, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I can't see him at the moment. The little monkey comes around and finds the head. And Fuzz goes down at the same time as ubah. Oh my word. FaZe Clan out in 14.
What on earth happened there? They just got Scoom and forgot about it. Raise Your Edge just got wiped. This game is insane. We haven't seen something like this in a while. GamerLegion staying alive in the south. N47 working their way in, but G2 hold the line. Liquid, the remainder of DA, Na'Vi still standing quite central in this. There goes Page though. Again, trying to make it into these circles at this point is so risque. Trying to move up in the open, everyone's got eyes on you.
So while everybody committed almost to get to those hillsides, Desperado's just cruised along the North Road and pulled up with 4 quite safe. Because everybody was just clustered in trying to desperately get to this position. And it's easy for us to say because obviously we see what's going on with the maps, but I always feel that at this stage you've got to expect somebody to be there. So when we see these teams diving and saying yes, and sure, if it works out, you're going to get a great position and it's looking great for the next circle. But surely at this stage, with so many still alive, it's safer to play the option and keep working your way on in the edge, just like Desperados did.
I'm not going to disagree with you here. And Na'Vi now actually did just catch a glimpse, I think, of GamerLegion, who are working their way up quite nicely. They're being quite proficient about this. N47 moving slightly further north to try and get past G2, but it's still getting so close by. Centralized on the circle, and now you're going to see fights absolutely everywhere. Lines of sight become so deadly, as NELLOZ again going to provide punishment towards N47, looking for a bit more out in the open. The spray, he's run out of bullets, he's 1 HP, the nade is there, he's going to have to run out in the open. And down he goes.
I tell you what, though, he nearly made, I think it was Vasco that threw the nade, yeah, nearly made him pay the price there with the double peak with 1 hit points. Nobody expected it, certainly not here. Makandar caught out by a doozy as GamerLegion try and push into Na'Vi. Na'Vi holding this southern edge. Team Liquid, they need to start consolidating. That's what they're doing. Ibby was holding the back angle at the plane, keeping N47 at bay. Doozy's on the hunt. Meanwhile, you can see Monkey, the solo player. He's got 2 members of NIP creeping up on him. Desperado's up in the north. Senya does get the confirmed frag on Miikaz.
And again, this is such a weird game.
Oh, I didn't see Vard had sent it. When did he do that?
I don't know. John Vard's just a sneaky man.
The rest of NIP are going to join him now. They're in the car. They're off. They've nicked the Dacia that FaZe used to pull up.
And Monkey's probably just like, where?
He's like, where? What?
Oh, no, and now fire comes in
because
from
they're looking at the car.
Oh, it's very unfortunate. Monkey's been an absolute animal playing out of that. Absolutely love what he did to FaZe.
See what he did there.
Yeah, real simple and easy, just like me. Now, can he get out of this little hut? Can he find a way? Because he's not actually in currently.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want the hut. The UAZ with smoking, doesn't fancy it. I mean, there's actually only 2 members of N47 there. He's assuming that it is a full squad coming towards him. I'm trying to think of Desperado's position, if that's good or bad. Think of that lay of the land up there, yeah.
I think they're on the side of the hill that kind of almost runs into the low ground. It's...
Run, Monkey, run.
A lot of people can see it. Now, that's big from Fex. Actually, finding Pokemolodoy might allow the rest of... Well, I think... Is Hamster still alive?
Not anymore.
Sure. No, yeah, he's gone down. So I thought maybe if they had more standing, that could have maybe allowed them a way forward. But with this point of the blue and Na'Vi drilled in watching this, I feel like Fex has got a bit of a time limit on him. Does at least put up a fight, but down he goes in the end.
Yeah, one shot finished it. But he does go to the blue and not to NIP there. To Na'Vi, sorry. Yeah. NIP on your screen, surrounded by 7, but they're happy in their little shack right now. It's pretty much the only shack outside of Gemty's inside the circle. And here come the nades. If they pop one in the window, it's going to get very spicy. There was a headshot just before the replay cut in. This was Vazku putting Pate 2 reels earlier on. And wanted some drilled shot there, yeah.
Looking a little worse for wear on utility. I think a knock just came towards NIP. This should be go time for 7, but you can see the slowdown. That's Calvin Klein hitting a big boy shot. Nice 200-meter shot there, comfortably landing it on Edelweiss. And now the Desperado's moving up towards SIMSY. They see that this is the time to move up. Everyone's getting busy. Molly comes in. That is not bad. Is it inside? No, I don't believe it is.
MBS has got to keep Buster at bay. He's got to realize there's somebody on the side here. He's trying to get a wider peek. Buster's got to be careful. Where's he throwing it? Did that Molly go in? It did. Absolutely went inside. They're going to have to force themselves out, spread out the side. Really nice play from Buster. One more to get down. And NIP burnt alive.
That is devastating for NIP, down just inside the top 10. But now it gets messy. BestLodge coming into the action as well. He's looking towards the center, trying to work their way forward from the southwest side. CrowCrowd out towards the west as well, but they're playing an edge game. They don't want any of this attention. Yeah,
unfortunate for 7 that Sadovnik got took out. He was offering the cover support. You can see Tiikzu and co. Senya and BestLodge, Na'Vi, they have this really nice hill position. Putting Pate to them. CrowCrowd's their next focus target. Team Liquid working in on the east. Desperado's in the north. At the moment, N47 and Monkey for reciprocity still trying to work their way in somehow in this northeast area. CrowCrowd are done. Desperados will take them down 6 kills and counting for the Norwegians.
This is a good game, and they're in a very good position. If they, I like, and let's take note of what TomiL's doing. You can't quite see it now. If you have the map stream open, he's basically just being a anchor player, making sure no one can get around the back here as well, ensuring their safety to be able to hold these forward positions and work their way in. Nice timing on a crate there.
2 threes. Going to be happy with the Wookiee suit either way. Buster spotted. Got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. In that shack, he goes in and out. It keeps going for the peak. Calvin's just waiting to line that Car 98 up, and it'll be good night. And the nades are coming in. Buster's going to go for the rush. He's going to try and play the big ball play, but it's not going to work out. SIMSY will take him down with the barrel.
Got to be tried, got to be done. But Na'Vi now see potential ways to move. Aduzi's going to claim SIMSY's life, so now it's game on. Na'Vi see blood in the water. We see the hit coming in towards the southeast. That's N47 towards Liquid. Liquid inside the circle, but with a knock against them. But it is just Vazku, though. A 1v3 if they get Gemty up.
Yeah, Ivor got took down by Monkey. It gave Monkey's position away. Desperado swept out and took him down, so Reciprocity out in 6th place. Vazku, 9 kills again for N47. Like, consistent point placement. It is good. One thing about N47 is they can frag. They are really good. Oh, flashbang coming out. He runs into the smoke, tries to keep himself alive, and it's paid off for him at the moment. Team Liquid will be able to get outside of the shack and slowly surround it. You can hear nades and smokes. He's going to run straight into SIMSY, and it's a 5th place for N47 with 9 kills.
Now, did Desperados lose out on SIMSY there? They did. Okay, so SIMSY actually got flushed as well. Na'Vi are fighting full force against Desperados right now, who actually have a lot of bolts. So just out of sake of my happiness, let's see if they can land any big boy shots. That would be beautiful. The problem is they've got level 3 boys against them, which is like the one big downfall, which they literally just got. So why have you ruined my evening again? A doozy.
Is a doozy sniping with that M249? I think he is.
God, I hope he is. He is.
He is. You can hear the taps. You can hear the taps.
I mean, it's literal suppressing fire, right? Like, you actually can't move out in that.
Yeah. Team Liquid are going to try and sweep north, so they're putting pressure on Desperados now.
Oh my God!
Did he just
DA.
see DA? He's just like, is that? Oh, it's DA. Of course, it's DA. Oh, Senya. Good night. Just takes them both down with the AK spray. Nicely done. DA go out in fourth.
Na'Vi, okay. Now, Drummer will say that Na'Vi don't look like Na'Vi. They haven't, any of these teams haven't had those big games yet. The way Na'Vi are looking right now, where they're not scared to fight, they're being quite smart about their approach, worries me, because that's Na'Vi looking good. Now, the one other issue is, though, that Liquid have actually gone further north, so they're going to go for the fight against the Desperados. That's kind of a forced fight here. So it actually gives Na'Vi even more room to kind of restabilize. Team
Liquid, they got third in the last game, so this is 2 good finishes for them. Much needed at the end of the day, where the pressure was building once again of another poor performance, but it seems that they've woken up a little bit, despite their loot crate, Georgie Pole crates drop. It has worked out for them.
Okay, 4 smokes on Ibby. Time to start putting up walls, trying to work their way forward. And there it is. That's what I love to see. TomiL just lands.
And that was a full-on SLR versus a full M24. I like it. Both landed headshots.
Now,
that's the power. Desperados will pushing it.
Exactly that, but there's the other powerhouse right now. Oh God, he's got it 6 times on it.
Tap it with you.
I hate it. There's nothing pretty about that. There's no beauty. There's no finesse. It's just brute CIS force.
Deuce is like, look at my damage. I'm doing more damage than everyone. He's loving it. Oh man, Jempty's pinned now.
He's so brazen with it too. He's just stood there, just like the Terminator. Just try and peek me.
Oh, the nades are coming in. Na'Vi look like they've got this one in the bag. Jempty's position is known. It's outside the circle. TomiL is inside, but Jempty can't do anything about it. BestOlosh will take him down in the end. Team Liquid, another 3rd place for them today to round out
Clutch
their
it for me, TomiL.
And now...
No!
Oh, TomiL, you can't do much about this, son.
Go on, Tom. No scope. Do something.
The Terminator's coming for you.
Don't let the Terminator win.
No, Idoozy gets it as well.
Oh, man.
He's got to be close. He's closing in. He was number 2 in terms of kills overall. So Idoozy may well have just got ahead of ubah there for the number 1 spot in terms of kills. I know it's a pride of place for them. Na'Vi, though, that's their 7th victory here in Phase 3. Closing in. Sorry, their 8th victory, I should say. Closing in on Phases 9. So,
bad.
And they needed that, I would say. Na'Vi's not been the greatest today. I think they had a possibly 5th or 6th in the last game.
It was that we had a couple of decent ones, I think, on Miramar at the very start, if I'm not mistaken. They've had moments, but they were not wonderful. But this is time for recovery. Sam, let's head down there.
I'm getting to walk over to the Terminator to have a conversation about that performance. You've got to be happy with your own personal game after that.
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm happy with your... I thought it was fantastic. The team looked impressive as well. What do you think in terms of when you see the interesting circle that we got in this game? Does the game plan change or does it always stay the same?
It was changed when we rotate to the 2nd bridge. We chose to rotate from from the left bridge, but we saw some team just going back from this bridge, and we knew like this bridge can be camped, so we just decided to rotate from to the middle bridge. And after, when we just crossed the middle bridge, it was like our area was clear from the bottom, and we just move step by step to the circle and just try to defend our area. That's all.
When you take a look at where you're standing on the leaderboard right now, what is the team's game plan for the next 2 weeks?
Our game plan just try to improve our game, and just get more points when, I mean, we have games when we're dying without 0 points because we're not trying to play for kills. We're trying to play for placement. But I think we will change it and we'll get more points from game where we can't win.
Thank you so much for chatting to us, and well done on that chicken dinner. There you go, the last of tonight. Let's head on over to the desk.
Big win for Navi. Easy stuff for them, seemingly at the very last stages. Especially love to see some M249 action. Very, very exciting.
The best gun in the game.
Very good gun. Very good gun indeed.
No, that's Mark 14 actually.
Yeah.
But best gun in terms of versatility and...
You got most bullets in a magazine though.
That too.
Best magazine in the game. There you go. I don't know what that was. Highlights from this game as quickly as possible. M47 here, looking, giving us the browse, giving more browse.
So like, more chicken dinners? No, no more.
No more. Just the one. Just the one. Talk to me about
shit! Trying to do the drive-by with SIMSY. I love that. I love that so much.
We had a very weird start to the game, right? We had a very northern circle, but we had two teams that was fighting in the south there for some reason, still on South Nokia when the first circle was closing in, and that was Raise Your Edge and 7. Raise Your Edge, they went out a little bit earlier, but 7 actually made it pretty late into the game there, which was, it's kind of surprising since they were so far out, and I mean, that only means that they were fighting against Raise Your Edge and didn't really have time to rotate.
A lot of fights in the edge as well. Overall, we also saw Raise Your Edge taking down TSM, a clean kill for them there. That's nice to see from them.
Yeah.
Monkey here, they spoiled so much for FaZe Clan. It was really impressive for me to see that.
A few big names coming out as well. Unfortunately for G2 as a whole, it has not been the easiest day for them. Another 11th place or something to that degree.
Yeah, and I mean, that puts them on 10 points today. Kind of weird this last few days here in Phase 2 has been. But look at, oh my god, the Molotov from Buster there.
Yeah.
This shows how strong the Molotovs actually are. If he primed a nade instead and tried to throw that in through the window, NRP would have heard that and they would have ran out straight away.
Yeah.
But because it was a Molotov, it's instant. And they're going to take damage over time when they catch on fire as well. That made it possible for Buster to actually just wipe them out so easy.
And overall, a chicken dinner for Navi here. Important. They had 20 points before this, 11 kills on a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
That is 41 points for the day. And again, they deliver a above average, way above average performance for them. I'm happy to see them kind of step up to this.
That's their 6th win on Erangel. Then they have 1 on Miramar, 1 on Sanhok.
Impressive. Still a chicken dinner world tour, but we wanna see them get some more of those.
Definitely so. 21 points coming in for Navi up towards the top. Desperados 15 points, and N47 once again bags themselves a whole boatload of points with 12. 9 kills going their way. They're just showing again and again and again why it's not only worthy for them to be here, but also worthy to be challenging up towards the top.
I mean, sure, they got themselves the first chicken dinner today, but overall, all of the games, even if they place bad, they do get the kills.
Yeah.
5 kills, 6 kills, 12 kills, 6 kills, and now 9 kills.
TSM up at the top, just a 3-point cushion between them and FaZe at the end of day 1 here for week number 5. Navi pushes themselves far higher than what we're seeing M47's position to be. Unfortunately for M47, trying to play catch up on the top 3. And here are our winners. Navi ruined the circles. God, well, it's fine. It's okay. NIP, CrowCrowd, M47, TSM, and finally Navi get themselves the win. It could be anything. It's further from a circle than any logo. Any, like, just... damn it.
It destroyed the...
ruined my...
The soothing way of having 5 circular wins. No, I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see Navi step up again. I asked for them to kind of step up and join the fight again for the top 2.
Yeah.
With this, they're going to be putting themselves in there.
I mean, I think the biggest surprise, not really a surprise, but how well M47 have played it today, putting himself gathering 57 points in total. That's pushed them up to the 4th place there, as we saw. And I mean, I don't think anyone was expecting this from them in the start of the phase.
No, I don't think so. If anybody came in and said, you know, N47 top 5, it's either a very bold call or just kind of flat out craziness, I suppose. But I think you guys had some estimations that they were going to be able to perform okay, right?
Yeah, but they were aiming for top 8.
Right, right.
I mean, they're way better than top 8, and right now they're showing us that.
Yeah, very much so. Avenger?
Happy to see them step up with this. I'm also excited to see how it kind of turns out in the bottom. Now, GamerLegion are 44 points behind Knights. It's becoming very, very solidified in the bottom. It's coming to this point where it's going to be extremely hard for these guys to catch up. They have to start doing something tomorrow or the day after.
I mean, with GamerLegion, you also have ENCE, Digital Athletics, and 7 that is below them as well. It's going to be hard for them to catch up.
Yeah, maybe indeed. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. That's been day number 1 here of week 5. Make sure to keep using the hashtag AskPEL to ask questions that we could answer here throughout the week as a whole. And that does it for day number 1. We're going to move this day and we're going to put it over there, and then we will be finishing things off and coming back tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. We shall see you for day number 2 of week 5 of PEL.